Yesterday morning, I looked through some of my old rubber models and decided which one would be the easiest to convert to jet power. This plane was called the Air Hare and was a rubber-powered model that was designed by some students. It flew great on rubber power, and then I had a CO2 motor on it, and that worked pretty good. So I'm learning some things like how long to hold it before you throw it so you have enough thrust. This time I didn't. It seems like it needs just a little time to build up the thrust before it can actually take off well. I noticed in some of the videos I've watched on the Rapier engines, they seem to sputter quite a bit to start out with. This one doesn't really seem to do that, or at least it hasn't yet. Maybe the larger motors will. I mounted the motor on the top because there was a pylon on this before when it was CO2 powered. That's where I attached the CO2 tank. And it had a fuse dethermalizer, so that was one reason I wanted to use this model. So I had two fuses to light. So I was using an electronic cigarette lighter. And the newest one, the top of it, when you flip it over, it has to be just the right position or it doesn't want to start. And the older one I had, the battery seems to be dying out in it. It just was having trouble lighting the fuse. I managed to zap myself once with it, and that didn't feel too good. The first 2 or 3 flights, I was adjusting the trim. It was circling a little too much right. I had put some offset thrust in it, and I had just a little bit too much to start out with. But I got it dialed in pretty good after that. I was hoping to get more climb yet, but this is where it's at now. It was really calm, so it was nice. You could see it real well through the entire flight. I'm thinking an even lighter airframe could be used. You don't have to worry about much vibration or torque. We could maybe put the motor farther forward. If it was climbing too much, that would help push the nose down, but that really hasn't seemed to have been an issue. Depending on the motor for weight and the nose, that's going to change as the propellant burns off, and it'll be less when you're in the glide. Well, I've been having fun experimenting. I will have to try the bigger motor when I get a better idea of just what is needed.